And welcome everyone to Channel 19 as Sterling JV take on the JV Haddonfield. And sorry for a little bit of a delay there.
Yeah, there was just a little bit of an issue with the busing, and there's a little bit of a delay with the busing.
Was that good?
Can you hear me now? Check testing, check testing. Hold on.
Well, anyway, here we go. Haddonfield tries to score their first points, unable to, is having some little technical difficulties with Schulz's mic as there's a going up for a three, bounces off and no good. Sterling now up with the field, going up the court. Sterling now passing it around. Goes for a three. Who is Cooney able to get the three first points for Sterling.
Can you hear me, Andrew? Can you hear me now?
Anyway, so we're with a little bit of technical difficulties. We're able to get this game started.
Back on track, right, John?
Yep.
There's no problems, only solutions.
Yep, that is very true.
And as we were saying, John, I don't know if the people had heard you, there was a little bit of a logistical issue with the buses coming over with Haddonfield. They had a little bit of delay, so that's why we're starting this game a little bit later. So, but better late than never, right?
That is very true. At least you still got the game to play. So then right after this, you get the varsity game.
Absolutely. Always a good Colonial Conference battle.
Not to mention Haddonfield, with one name that you always think with Haddonfield is now Keegan Douglas. And how is Sterling going to stop them?
Yeah, well, that's the one girl you've got to stop from Haddonfield no matter who's playing them. And she's just been a dynamic player. Right from starting her career as a freshman, came in and was just unbelievable right from the get-go. And she's a Division I recruit for a reason, there's no question about it.
And Sterling able to steal. Again, this is the JV game. Varsity game starts at 5:30 still, I believe. I could be wrong with that, since this game has been moved further on.
It might run a little bit later, but hopefully not too much. A lot of good pressure there on the perimeter by Haddonfield.
And Haddonfield's going to make a pair of substitutions.
And just like I think with the varsity game, JV, you're going against Haddonfield, the way they defend the perimeter, you don't want to overhandle the ball. You want to move the ball around, get good ball movement, get everybody involved. Try to avoid telegraphing the passes.
usually with these JV games, you can almost tell the exact thing that's going to happen in these varsity games, just because both coaches are usually on the same track and coach the same way.
Yep.
And there's a three, but unable to go in, just goes over. Comes another three. This one's looking to go in. Nothing but net right there. That was number 14, Mulligan.
And John, a good job by Haddonfield sticking with you. You know, a couple of the threes prior to that were contested. You see the girls couldn't really set their feet. Kind of got off-bound shots there. She was able to set the feet, fire away, and she buried it.
Sterling now in some trouble. Now going in, Klein tries to take a shot, but goes over the basket. Now Haddonfield will start with this one out.
I believe that was Riley. These are our numbers here. We're sorry out there. We're just getting our roster straight for the JV. For Haddonfield, that was Riley Mulligan, who hit that three.
Sterling right now could be looking for a jump, might be a jump ball here. Doesn't turn into a jump ball, but this will be a foul against Sterling. Sorry, my bad, a foul against Haddonfield, and it's not going to be a shooting foul. So, second foul overall for Haddonfield. And still Sterling ball over.
Good heads-up play by Cooney. Inbounded it, it bounced away, and she was able to get it, put it right back up. But on the other hand, a good defensive play by Haddonfield.
Haddonfield showing some nice play. That was number 25, Bikill, able to make the play, just goes out, but good job to maybe almost get the steal right there. Sterling right now trying to get the second basket, unable to. And Haddonfield going to the basket, unable to get anything so far. And that is going to be Sterling's ball as it just, no, it's actually, no, it's going to be Haddonfield's ball as it just hit off one of the Sterling players.
Both teams playing a little bit out of control here early on in this game.
Klein able to steal it, able to steal the pass now, heading up the court, gives it to Cooney, who's able to get try to go for the basket, and now number 10 for Haddonfield. That was Caroline Douglas able to steal the ball.
And John, it's so difficult getting that fast break going against Haddonfield, trying to beat them in transition, because their transition defense is always good at the varsity level, equally good at the JV level, getting numbers back there and coverage.
And Haddonfield going for another three, and now Klein with this for it could be an easy layup, just bounces out. And that's going to be a jump ball, Sterling.
And that was Cooney who got the ball on the far side, got it into Maddie Klein, and she actually hit another gear. Again, it didn't slow up, but ultimately just wasn't able to finish.
Logan for two, and able to get that. Able to catch it and just take a nice, easy shot.
And that's a real nice shot by Logan. John, usually when a younger player gets the ball in traffic there, their initial thought is to put the ball on the floor. She put it right back up and was able to hit the jumper, as we have Haddonfield countering on the other end.
Fetter able to get.
Sarah Fetter, a freshman, laying it off the glass.
Klein going for the two, hits the top of the rim and able to get it in. So good job keeping back-to-back scores going.
And they haven't had much success with moving the ball around the perimeter, but you saw right there a drive to the basket and a kick out led to an open jumper. So that's something you might see from Sterling moving forward.
And speaking of that, Caroline Douglas able to get that too, and that's the same thing that Haddonfield just did. Able to drive it inside, take it real quick back out for a jumper.
Yep. Yeah, and if you can get down the floor quickly and not allow teams to settle into their half-court defense, especially at the JV level, because a lot of times JV you're running practice, you're a scout team for varsity, so you don't get a chance to work on a lot of your plays, and sometimes it takes a little bit for them to get in their half-court defense, so transition can be effective.
Haddonfield now with it, having looked like the advantage, but holds on to it now. Haddonfield now gonna pass it around, and that's Mulligan tries to go for the shot, not able to, and now Keegan is gonna have unable to get the basket, but some nice defense already, able to try to take the shot.
Good heads-up play there by Cooney. Wasn't able to finish, but
again, that's going to do us for the first quarter of this JV game, as Haddonfield is leading this 9-7 over the Sterling Knights.
And definitely nice doing these JV games, John, to let a lot of these younger players who normally wouldn't be able to get on here a chance to get on here, and obviously a chance for their parents who are not able to be here, as is really nobody other than the players and some cheerleaders. Give them a chance to watch the game.
And the boys basketball will be playing Haddonfield at theirs at Haddonfield, 7 o'clock at Haddonfield YouTube, so you can watch the game there. And they've been in an undefeated so far, but they're playing Haddonfield, a very tough team to beat either way. And it could go really either way. Sterling's going to have to is probably going to feed the ball to Arnett a lot, who's their key player.
Yeah, it's always a good rivalry. Yeah, obviously Entorn and Arnett has had a fabulous start. Sterling ranked 10th in South Jersey, one of the highest rankings they've had in a real long time. There you see Jackie Donovan Mulligan helping out with the JV there, and has just had obviously an outstanding career here at Sterling as a player, and an outstanding coach for Haddonfield. Really has been running on all cylinders and playing about as well as you can play.
Well, for the past 3 times that we've played them, Haddonfield has won. So that says something. 3 straight in a row. That's not easy to do no matter what.
No. And the last one was a blowout, for lack of a better word. And usually these games are pretty close. I know actually the last 2. I know last year Sterling, I think might have been missing some players in the 49-33.
That was on last year's game.
Loss, yeah. And then the first time was a close game in January. Then the year before was an overtime buzzer beater at the end. I believe they played that game at the Cherry Hill gym.
Cooney unable to get that 3, and she steps out of bounds, so that's going to be Haddonfield's ball. And the last time they played him was February 4th, 2021, which was this year. Haddonfield won 60-30.
Well, Keegan Douglas can do some things that only she can do, and she's just a dynamic player, and she makes everybody around her better. And they're just really having as good a year early on here as they've had in a while.
Well, here's an interesting stat, though. Douglas averages 26 points a game against Sterling.
Wow. Yeah, she's the real deal. Can shoot, can run the floor, defend.
Not to mention, she also plays soccer.
As is a lot of these girls, 2 sport players.
And Sterling's going to get the ball back. Again, Haddonfield leading Sterling 9-7 in the second quarter. About 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining left in the second quarter.
Strong get a lot of opportunities, whether it's on the fast break or just in a normal half-court set. Down in the low post, just really haven't been able to convert a whole lot.
They're able to get some steals as Coogan trying to get something started here, unable to. This is going to be likely a jump ball, it is, and it's going to be Sterling's ball. And right from the start right here, number 3, Megan Coonan, has been a real effective player. Able to steal the ball, unable to get some layups, but she's really been has been a good job on defense. And
well, that's what I was saying. We really haven't been able to convert in the low post. And a lot of it has to do with Haddonfield converging on whoever has the ball down there in the low post. That's where, you know, as a JV player, you're still learning, but eventually you'll know if you're taking on 2 defenders, somebody else is going to be open. Maybe a bounce pass going to somebody else down on the low post might be effective.
So Haddonfield gets it over the basket. Now Douglas going to go for a 3. Just misses it. And Sterling has the ball back again. And my question is, and I think during halftime and all, I'm going to ask if Caroline Douglas is related to Keegan Douglas.
Not sure. Could be. They definitely look alike. That'd be your first telltale sign in addition to the last name.
Yeah. But anyway, Sterling able to get a couple free throws here. Reed able to get the first one.
Brianna Red here.
Red.
Brianna Red, a sophomore. Doing a good job making something happen. We talked about going to the basket, maybe having the ball stripped. She did a good job using her body and drawing the foul and getting herself to the free throw line.
Able to tie that up. It's now 9-9. And I think in every basketball game, free throws are very important. Every shot counts. But free throws are like the most important thing when it's a close game.
Yeah, especially down the stretch.
Logan able to get the shot off, but
yep.
So you called it before the ref even called it.
And not much she could do there. It looked like she kind of caught the ball off bounce and just wasn't able to get herself set.
And she looked like she had a decent shot to get something. Catherine Miller able to get the steal, now running up to the basket and charging foul. Right there, nice steal from her.
Yeah, you see the replay here. That's one where if you come in, you want to go a little bit laterally to force the defender to move over, get the feet moving, and end up drawing the foul as somebody driving to the basket.
So Mulligan's going to go for a deep 2, able to get it.
Well, we've seen Haddonfield do a lot of different things there in their half-court set. Did a good job with ball movement inside out and was able to find Mulligan wide open. That's her second 3, I believe. Or was that a 2?
That was a deep 2.
Deep 2, okay. Good job, Johnny.
And so far, this game has been really close. Any team really doesn't have had a big lead, especially Haddonfield, and that's going to be a foul against Haddonfield. That's going to be Haddonfield's 5th foul, so 2 more fouls, and it's going to be right to the free throw line.
There you see that replay of the jumper by Mulligan. Not a bad job defensively in the middle. They forced the ball to the outside, but Mulligan drained the open shot.
Red able to get a little bit of distraction. Now Red has Logan open. I don't know why she didn't pass it to her. Probably didn't see it at the time or had the right passing angle.
Yeah, that's going to be an obvious push right there. You see McVeigh with the pump fake. got ball, but also got a little bit of body.
Ref's going to call that every single time. And Haddonfield's going to make a pair of substitutions, and Sterling will not take the shooting foul. Go Red with it, able to grab it with one hand. Sterling's got to get these chances, make them into scoring points. Just off was Sterling right now, having to fight. This is going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Black's ball.
Yeah, Strong brought the ball out. You see the shot right here. And there was opportunities in the middle, but that Haddonfield defense is just so tough on the perimeter. They didn't even get a chance to even look there in the middle.
McVeigh was the one to take the shot, unable to get it though the first time. And that's another person that played soccer for girls soccer went really far. Did a good job. Unfortunately, again, lost to West Deptford just to that one goal, but next season is not too far away.
I agree. A lot of good young players, a lot of mix of people returning and younger players who just got a little bit of experience. They'll have good balance next year, no question about it.
And I believe Sterling had only lost 2, maybe 3 seniors.
I think, yeah, their boys are fairly young. I mean, I think both teams are balanced. They got a lot of younger players in there, gave them experience. And we look at this, you can order a DVD copy of your favorite event. Just give Mr. K $20 per event, $3 for mailing, and you'll have yourself a keepsake. Well, good tight battle here, John. Both teams doing some nice things. There's other things you can see that the kids at the JV level have to work on. And one thing I've noticed is that at the varsity level, on the drives to the basket, a lot of the girls are able to do things to get the defender out of position and be in control the whole way, whereas the younger players are still finding their way in that area and having good body control and going to the basket. But that's something that just comes with experience and playing and good coaching, which both teams have, no question about it.
Haddonfield will now start this off with the timeout. See how Sterling comes out from this timeout, able to stop some points maybe from Haddonfield, or able to make some big plays. Look, Logan did not know where the ball was there for a minute. Thought it was going over the basket. It looked like it did too. And Haddonfield tries to go through the middle, but 5 Sterling players were right there.
Another case of good defense by Strong down in the low post. I mean, this game is a lead by Haddonfield because of their ability on about 3 different occasions to hit from the outside.
Catherine Miller rejects that one from Mulligan right there, and Red is wide open. He's able to try and get it, hits out, and now it's Keegan Douglas now with it, Mulligan's. And that was Vulovic able to get the layup.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Vulovic. Not an easy play at all. Now, we prior to that talked about going to the basket, being under control. She's going full speed, catches the ball, puts it right up, and did a real nice job there finishing.
Red unable to get the 3 right there. And Catherine Miller able to try to make the block, but gets the foul and hits her hand. You see it right there.
Yeah, it looked like it hit her in the head, but she's okay. Sterling just tenacious down there in the low post.
Alexis Guerrero unable to make the first one, gets one more shot. and makes her second shot.
Good job by Guerrero, a sophomore. Just over a minute left in this first half. Good back and forth battle.
And Haddonfield's been doing a really good job defensively. I started noticing later on in this second quarter that they started making Sterling force their passes, and they easily got possession back. And see right there, Sterling's could be a jump ball, could be wrong with that. It is a jump ball, and it's gonna be Haddonfield's. Sterling right now. McVeigh with it. Passing around, and now Haddonfield now has it. Mulligan's gonna hold on to this one.
Probably just hold, as you said, John, for the last shot.
Hold it, but they're gonna get the foul. It might be a shooting foul here. No, it's not gonna be a shooting foul, it's gonna be a throw-in foul. They're gonna throw this one in.
Yeah, she jumped up, but wasn't in the act of shooting. Usually when you jump up, you got your arms in the air, but if those arms are down below your shoulders, you're not going to get yourself to the free throw line off the foul. And you can follow Sterling TV19 on Twitter. A lot of different highlights, a lot of different information. And it's always good to find out what's going on Sterling TV19 Twitter. Here we see Coach Jones instructing his girls.
Haddonfield will probably look, and as soon as I say that, Haddonfield loses possession. It's going to be Sterling's ball now with 11 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time to come down and get a couple passes. Get yourself a halftime buzzer beater, right? Get a three, draw within two going into the half.
Catherine Miller is going to give this to Red. Red's going to go for the layup. Not able to get the foul. Catherine Miller gets it. It's going to be 1 second remaining left. 1 second left for Haddonfield, so it's going to be grab and drop. And that's going to do it for us for the second quarter here, as Haddonfield's lead this 14-9 over Sterling. We'll be right back for third quarter action.
Hey everyone, this is Chip Ray Tanner from Summerdale Baseball and Softball Organization. I'm here to talk about registration today. I know there's snow out on the ground, but before you know it, it's going to be spring and sunny. So if you get a chance, please go to our website at leaguelineup.com/SBSA, sign your daughters and sons up for softball, baseball, and t-ball. At this time, you do not have to pay registration. You just need to fill out the paperwork. We'll take care of registration at a later time. At the end of this month, we're going to do uniform fittings, so we need to get everybody registered ASAP. Come join us, have fun, and let's have a terrific spring season. Thank you.
People are oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
And welcome back, and just take a look at the fan cutouts right there.
Hey, you see, they keep, our cutout section keeps growing, John.
Steadily increasing.
Mr. K changed spots here. He was in the middle. He got thrown out, I guess. I don't know.
Got thrown
A
out.
little unruly.
I think he got thrown out by the hamster.
Oh, that's great. How are you?
And Hogs right there. And the gerbil was from us, the tech crew, of course.
Who else did we look at our... I need to zoom.
Apparently, Tom Brady might be in here.
Oh, okay. Here's Tom Brady right here. Yeah, we got Tom Brady. Who got that one? Tom Brady got Mr. and Mrs. K Sr. right there.
Couple dogs too.
Yeah, who am I missing? Who we know here?
Apparently Marley's son's in the middle, a couple rows back.
Okay.
He's cupping his mouth.
Oh, okay. There we go. Right there. All right, yep. Wanted to give a shout out to our cardboard cutouts. Showing up in force.
And again, welcome back for second quarter action. We get ready for the third quarter here as Haddonfield's winning this over Sterling 14-9. And it's been a really close game overall.
A good physical battle. You know, both teams really defending well in the low post. We talk length of what Sterling's been able to do. And Haddonfield took advantage of Sterling collapsing down in the low post and was able to kick it out and get a couple jumpers. And that's one of the main reasons why you're looking at Haddonfield ahead 14-9 here to start the second half.
And McVeigh goes for a three, unable to. Caroline Douglas, I did actually get confirmation that Keegan and Caroline Douglas are sisters.
Okay.
And there is another pair of sisters in this Haddonfield lineup. I'll get to that in a short break real quick.
Good ball movement by Haddonfield to start things off in their half-court set right there. Getting Sterling out of position and get a nice, easy bucket down low. An area where we talked about they haven't been able to get a lot of space.
McVeigh tries to go inside, but unable to, as two Haddonfield players able to steal it from her. Sterling able to intercept that one. And Sterling now going to settle this one down. Klein. Sterling still trying to find something here as Douglas now has it. Has a person, one of her teammates open, goes for the shot, and it's going to be a foul.
Sterling, John trying to cross-court pass right there, but Haddonfield picked it off, and went the other way and is able to get themselves to the free throw line. I'm sorry, John.
Well, Caroline Douglas now is going to go take her free throws. Misses her first. Again, it's very important. Again, close games. It's very important to get those free throws. And
no question. That's how many times have we seen games that are decided by free throws, especially down the stretch. It's always a big key.
And I feel like that's what coaches talk about a lot, is that, like what you just mentioned, is that a lot of these games matter on free throws. As Haddonfield's going to go for a layup. That was number 34, Kate Mulligan.
Katie Mulligan going real strong to the basket. Really didn't break stride and finishing that transition basket.
Katie Mulligan is related to Riley Mulligan. So another pair of sisters right there. So a lot of sisters playing with each other.
Of Coach Jackie Donovan Mulligan.
Sterling right now behind 10, and that's going to be a push, and Sterling's going to get the ball back. And you see right here, Katie Mulligan.
And John, a good job. I don't know if we could see that replay again. A good job of using her body, and not a lot of times younger players will kind of stray away from the basket when they sense any type of pressure, but she went up strong and finished strong. You see right here, she comes down the floor there, goes up. I think we were looking at the other replay. We're looking for the other one. Megan Cuny to the line. Been involved in a lot of the action here. Not able to make that one, but has done a nice job on the defensive side. I know we saw her get a couple steals and really hustle out there and make some nice plays, and she's rewarded with a free throw.
One of those players that always dives for the ball, tries to play the ball, and probably could be seeing her in a varsity spot soon.
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
Haddonfield is going to get a pair of free throws here too.
Yeah, and a great job moving the ball around the outside, getting the defense out of position, and then getting in that little window of opportunity when there was an opening in the middle.
Fulovich unable to make her first one, but makes the second one. Klein now will take this one up. Against Haddonfield, probably Haddonfield's biggest lead in this game has been 10 points so far. Klein in troubles, looking for Miller, unable to get to her, but McVeigh able to get in, and it's going to hit off of Haddonfield player, and it's going to be Sterling ball right there. A lot of fusion right there for Haddonfield.
Yeah, and eventually it started with Sterling kind of getting out of control, getting caught in that corner. Anytime you get the ball against Haddonfield, you get caught up in the corner, they're going to make you pay for it with that trap. There you see a series of shots there that really symbolize how physical this game's been, John, in the low post.
Again, varsity game, this is just a JV game. Varsity game will be on later. Of course, we had the busing was a little bit late, unable for them to get the game started on time, but still got the game to be played.
Yeah, it'll be close. You see Maddie Klein there with a nice running one-hander to draw Sterling within 8.
Haddonfield now is going in, but unable to get the 2 points. Miller now gives it to Klein, and Klein will pick this one up. Sterling now passed it around. And unable to give it to Logan.
And you see the ball going up to Klein, catching it. And that wasn't an easy play. She was in stride, running up the floor, had to turn her body, but regained control and was able to finish.
Very nice finish right there from Maddie Klein, and that is a very hard shot to take and all, and even for varsity players, that is still a difficult shot.
But catching the ball when you're running up the floor is tough enough, and maintain a bounce. But she actually had to turn and then kind of turn around again and regain control.
Logan tries to take the shot, unable to. Got 3 minutes remaining left in this third quarter.
Haddonfield right now just going to reset and run their half-court set.
And they have gotten some really decent shots off of that.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Mulligan, sensing one pass was going to go astray, got over there, stop it.
And Haddonfield able to get the, Pickle was able to get the layup.
And another nice look by Mulligan to Bickle, a sophomore down in the low post. Father's the head baseball coach at Haddonfield.
And Haddonfield will make a substitution as number 32, Sarah Fetter, will come on. And Haddonfield, again, is just a tough team overall in all sports, and it's never really easy to win against Haddonfield.
You said it, John, and a lot of these girls play multiple sports. And on both teams, you mentioned how we have some soccer players who cross over and play basketball, and you see that with Haddonfield also.
Maddie Klein will gladly be able to take the foul for the team right there. Sterling gets the ball back because of it. McVeigh will try to throw this one in, tries to give it to Miller, but just a little too far up, out of her reach. Haddonfield now looking. Nice shot block from Klein, and Klein's telling McVeigh to go up. Klein facing someone who's much taller, able to get the shot and almost looked like it was about to go in. See right here, and
I'm sorry, John.
No, you go.
That's a good job of Pickle defending right there.
But it was a very good job for Klein, able to get that shot off.
Yep.
Again, I'm very unfortunate it was unable to get in, but it was still a nice shot to see able to get up there. You see. That was number 10, Caroline Douglas, unable to get the three. And Sterling will take the ball again. Under a minute now left in this third quarter of this JV girls game. As Miller's going to take a three and gets it. Haven't seen a three in a while.
No, well, that's what Sterling really hasn't been able to hit from the outside. When that happens defensively, you're just going to collapse down low if you're Haddonfield and give up the outside shot. But good job by Miller setting the feet
and as soon as they say that, Caroline Douglas able to get her three.
How do you defend a three? You counter with another three, right, John?
Yep. Just simple way of counteracting a three.
Qualify it.
Sterling unable to get that pass going as Catherine Miller just overshoots Logan. But you see See that three, and Douglas now is going to go up and he's looking. He's going to.
There's a shot.
Take a shot, and that's going to do it for the third quarter as Haddonfield's leading over Sterling 25-15. And you see again those cutouts again. Cute little cute little ducks.
Looks, you know what? The way the head's shaped, it almost looks like a seal. But we see the fur, so we know it's a dog. Mr. and Mrs. K Sr. A lot of our fans in their action shots.
Maybe it's a sea dog.
And I'm sure there's more cardboard cutouts to come. Yeah.
Lots more. Yeah. See moving along, and I see Tom Brady's forehead.
Yeah, we made it to Brady. Did Brady give a check or did he pay cash for that? I don't know. Just curious.
Probably got the that Super Bowl money.
Mr. K. That's his Phillies hat there. And back to our dog.
The sea dog.
Coach Mulligan helping out with the JV today. We're going to do double duty. Obviously, we had some logistical issues to start things off. And we have the varsity game coming up at 5:30, give or take.
And just try to find the Tech Crew Gerbil.
Tech Crew Gerbil. All right.
And started off with Haddonfield with the ball now. McVeigh tries, able to steal it. It's now going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Sterling's ball. Man, that Tech Crew gerbil. It's going to be watching a lot of basketball this season, and I wonder who's going to take it home.
We'll raffle it off, John. Oh, no. We're here. They're willing to sell out for some
Next you know, it's going to be like
backhanded money, a.k.a. a bribe.
I thought he was going to sell it to the auction house, you know.
John,
Wait, 25.
Money talks, man. Red at the free throw line. Red's had a few nice drives and attempted drives at the basket where she's gotten herself to the free throw line.
Reed able to make her second free throw, and Sterling still trying to call themselves back up against this Haddonfield team. And right there is a three. Almost looked like it's about to go in, but just hits off the rim. McVeigh now has it. He's going to give this back to Klein, and Klein will start this one up. Klein will try and grab it. It's just toppled down. You see a replay of, I could believe this foul. Yes, it is. And Red able to grab it. Now Klein. And like you said, with this perimeter, Sterling's unable to get the three. As soon as I said that, McVeigh goes for a three, just a little bit off. Not too far off though.
Well, anytime they get the ball out to the perimeter on the baseline, Sterling, they're getting trapped, and that's where, unless you have a clean drive to the basket, you want to save your dribble and just look to really get rid of the ball. Because if they have two coming at you, somebody's going to be open somewhere.
And like you said, someone is going to be open somewhere, and that's where Sterling's got to take the advantage and able to get score those points.
Yeah, I think if you look at both teams, Haddonfield's done a little better job moving the ball around and finding the open girl. getting Sterling defensively out of position. Not so much down in the low post, but for the short jumpers and the times you see him get the kick out and subsequent jumper.
And earlier on in this game, we saw Sterling able to do that, but they just were unable to continue doing that. As that's going to be a foul against Sterling, and Haddonfield will throw this one in. Jump ball. Actually, no, sorry, not a foul. It will be a jump ball. Haddonfield now is going to try and get something here on it. Unable to. Now McVeigh. Give it a red, and now Sterling might have an opportunity here. Here we go. Goes inside. A little bit of a voice crack by me. Klein unable to get there. Douglas, plenty of time to take a shot there. Unable to get the three. And that's going to be against Haddonfield, though. That's their, could be 7th or might just be their 6th. It is just their 6th. As go into a timeout.
There's the channel, 19 gerbil. Originally Andrew was going to get it until John started complaining here. So what's the opening bid, Mr. K?
$30.
$30 donation right here for Mr. Gerbil. I got my thick pen, so it can't really. It looks, yeah.
Here we go.
A second, let me go. I'm working on that. I don't know if let me erase here. I'm a work in progress. Okay, there we go. I got to erase. Mr. Gerbil. Gerbil's G L. I think I got it.
There you go. You got Mr. Gerbil.
I think I spelled it right. I'm not my English teaching friends. I used to be a good speller, but now they have spell check. You don't need to spell.
Who needs to spell? You got autocorrect.
Yeah.
Autocorrect to save your life.
Spell check, autocorrect, whatever they call it. You need that on the Telestrator, the Telestrator version.
You mean this? Comes up with a whole dictionary of all the words. Sterling able to start this out from the timeout. Sterling still behind, now by just 9. Brad's gonna go for a 3 here, just off, unable to get it. Still loose ball. Now Haddonfield with it. Gonna run up with it. And in and out it goes, and now Sterling back with it. Before I say that, maybe not. It's gonna be Sterling's ball. Klein should have kept it, but it's gonna be jump ball, and it's still gonna be Sterling's ball either way. Got a little bit sloppy right down there.
Yeah, good hustle by Klein. She's been all over the floor tonight. You're waiting for something to be called. Almost got rid of it, got the ball out there with no call, but they eventually obviously blew the whistle.
Red tries to go for it. Goes for the shot, but unable to.
Well, right now, obviously, you need offense to make a little run here, and Brianna Red was trying to do that. She's had success with some of the drives to the basket and thought maybe she could possibly either finish or get to the free throw line there. Good thought.
Sterling's defense hasn't been that bad to stopping Haddonfield. There's a couple times that, of course, Haddonfield has found that hole, able to take opportunities and get the shots. You see right here, another jump ball, and Sterling able to take the advantage. Yes, it's still going to be Haddonfield's ball, but Sterling able to stop them from scoring.
And one thing Haddonfield's doing a nice job of, I mean, they're not always converting, but they're doing a good job moving the ball around, getting the defense out of position, and getting the ball back to the open girl who has some space. And there you see them move it around and get it in the middle. It's a play they've really had had success with getting it there. Haven't always finished, but they've put themselves in good position.
Right now on our third foul of today's game. Fourth foul for Sterling. And that's going to be another foul against Sterling, so that's going to be their fifth foul, but I believe this might going to be a shooting foul also. It's going to probably be on number 15. I could be wrong. I am actually right with this one, Rachel McCann.
And that was a good job by Mulligan sensing the defender. We see this a lot, coming out of position, and she knew with one quick step she could get right by her and force that defender out with the pump fake, and did a nice job driving to the hole and ultimately drawing the foul and getting to the free throw line.
Katie Mulligan able to get her first free throw. Gonna go trying to get her second, and unable to get her second. Sterling now with the ball back again, and it's gone down back up to a 10-point game. Klein right now with it, unable to get the pass off, but able to grab it. Sterling still having that trouble finding that open player, as Cooney was trying to go through Haddonfield's defense, unable to, and gets the ball knocked out.
Haddonfield going to take their time. Again, get that opportunity in the middle.
McVeigh's going to give this one to Klein. Klein's going to have to pass this one back to McVeigh. McVeigh's going to try to give it to McCann, and now McCann's in some trouble. And honestly, I think the best option right there was just to hold it and hope, pray for a jump ball. Haddonfield now still with it.
Coach Mulligan wanting them to really move the ball. And you can definitely get the defense out of position quicker if you see a great ball movement by moving the ball rather than ball handling. And they do that.
Bolovich able to get that nice too. And just again, this end of the JV fourth quarter at 5:30. Varsity will take the field.
Almost going for the trap right there. That's an area you don't want to be if you're handling the ball, especially if you give up your dribble.
If Douglas able to rip off the ball, Klein tries to get the ball, knocks it off, but it's going to hit off Douglas and it's going to go out.
Down to the 1 minute mark here.
McVeigh gives it back to Klein, and just about a minute left of this fourth quarter end game. McVeigh's going to try to give it to Logan, just unable to, able to get a hand to it, but.
And a good, pass was a little high, but a good thought, I should say. And Logan did a good job. She fronted to diffuse her body to hold up the defenders, and as that pass was just a little bit shorter, she would have been able to get it and lay it up. But a play like that, John, that involves playing together and getting the timing down.
Sterling right now has been playing some pretty good defense, but I think the main thing is that Haddonfield has been in full control of this game from the word go, and able to pass it around, able to get those points, and able to force Sterling to use their spread as it hits off the top with 0.2 seconds. Well, 0.2 of a, what would we call it though?
We'll call it 0.2 seconds.
2 tenths of a second as McVeigh tries to go for the shot, unable to. as Haddonfield will win this 28-16 over Sterling. That's JV. We'll be right back for varsity action.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the tech crew today.
Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Summerdale.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for tonight's Colonial Conference matchup featuring the Sterling Lady Knights coming in at 1-2, going against the Haddonfield Bulldogs at 2-0.
The SIAA contest, which is being conducted according to the rules of the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association. It will provide for fair competition among players.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for tonight's Colonial Conference matchup featuring the Sterling Lady Knights going against the Haddonfield Bulldogs. And there you look at the 2019-2020 standings with Haddonfield at the top, followed by Sterling, Collingswood, Haddon Heights, West Deptford, and Audubon. And you look at Colonial Liberty featuring Haddon Heights at the top at 5-1. Then Haddonfield at 2-0, conference 2-0 overall. West Deptford at 2-3, Sterling at 1-2, Collingswood at 0-4, and Haddon Township at the bottom. Looking at the two teams. Sterling at 1-2, second in the Colonial Liberty. See. And I think going against Haddonfield, and we're going to take a look at Keegan Douglas.
At guard, senior Keegan Douglas.
There you see Keegan Douglas there for Haddonfield. There we see her warming up, having an outstanding career here at Haddonfield, averaging 20 points a game, 26 points a game against Sterling, so she's really had Sterling's number and obviously had a big game the first time around. Can do a little bit of everything. Run the floor, shoot, dishes the ball off, really does a great job getting everybody involved, and obviously is the leader of this Haddonfield team. There you look at our stats for both teams. Sterling again coming in at 1-2. Averaging 34 points a game, giving up 44 points a game, so that's something they want to change. Mackenzie McDonald, the freshman, at 8 points a game, followed by freshman Bridget Dixon at 7, then Tatiana Johnson at 6, Tori Wilsey at 5, Haddonfield on the other end at 2-0, averaging 56 a game, giving up 25. Those numbers tell you all you need to know. And Keegan Douglas with 20 points a game, Mackenzie Blake with 10, Sarah Smith with 9, and Emma Garris averaging 8 points a game. We look at the last 4 meetings. February 4th, 2021, Haddonfield won 43-35. Haddonfield won this time last year, 49-33. A tight one in January 2019, 31-27, and Sterling winning on a buzzer beater February 14, 2019, 52-51. There you look at the game history. Sterling 287, 101 overall. Haddonfield 279 and 93. Sterling leads the series only by 2, 16-14. Haddonfield has won 3 straight. As you said earlier, Keegan Douglas averages 26 points per game versus Sterling. Keys of the game for Sterling, as always, take care of the ball, execute an offense, and the attitude and effort should be there. Jackie Donovan Mulligan having an outstanding tenure there as a coach at Haddonfield. You see Coach Kate McDonald, 2 former Sterling Knights, 1,000-point scorers. Both successful players and very successful coaches. Coach McDonald back after a 4-year hiatus.
You're talking about Keegan Douglas, a very dangerous player, able to shoot from anywhere, and again, a Division I player for Haddonfield. So,
yeah, well, good quick ball movement around the outside to start in the half-court set, and the Garrison creating their own offensive opportunity. Good job by Sterling going down low to Mackenzie McDonald. We see right here getting the ball, pivoting, and getting herself to the free throw line. Really able to take on the physical part of the game in the low post, which is impressive for a freshman.
And again, like you said, Mackenzie McDonald, a freshman, and what we've been talking about during this, also that JV game, was free throws are going to be a big important in this game. We believe that in every single game when it's close and all, and points will really matter in this game the most.
Going for the bank shot off the free throw. Well, just like that, Haddonfield comes back in transition.
Anyway,
great ball movement on in transition, especially down in the last part of that drive. That's what Haddonfield can do, is just really see each other all over court, and here dishing the ball off with the bounce pass.
And Keegan Douglas is able to get you some nice passes, gives you a nice look, and Keegan Douglas just a dangerous player overall, shooting-wise, defensive-wise, as number 21. Gonna take the shot, Emma Garris, yeah.
Going for the three-pointer, but you see good, I mean, not only ball movement, but they're always moving themselves away from the ball. And just makes it really difficult to defend that type of team.
And that's another shooting foul. Tatiana Johnson, the senior, and a very important player on this team.
And Tatiana Johnson, you get the ball to her high post, she can do a lot of different things. Turn, shoot, drive to the basket, a lot of times dish the ball off. She's somebody who probably sees the floor as well as anybody from Sterling.
Tatiana Johnson able to get her first free throw, going to try to go for her second one, able to get that one in. As Haddonfield is leading over this first quarter already, 5-3, is Keegan Douglas going to try to give one of his teammates, and some nice passing overall from Haddonfield straight away, like we've said. Keegan Douglas now gives it to one of her teammates, number 15, Mulligan.
Good job by Wilsey and Dixon cutting off Keegan Douglas's drive to the basket, ultimately forcing a turnover.
Garrett's able to get steal from Tatiana Johnson. Now Douglas finds a wide open teammate for a three. Able to get it was number 13, Smart. Another senior.
Well, that's what happens when you're Keegan Douglas. You draw a lot of attention your way. Somebody's going to be open, and Smart was right there on the baseline for a wide open look, and she drained it.
Tatiana Johnson tries to go for the 2, unable to, and now Douglas go for a deep, throws it deep, and unable to get the points. And that's going to be Sterling's balls. That's number 15, Blake, was wide open, unable to get the 2.
There you see all that room right there, and that's what you're going to do, especially in the prior play where Douglas drove right down the middle and Sterling cut it off. Sensing the next time that was going to happen, she'd be in that situation. Douglas knew that there'd be room on the outside and somebody open on the outside.
And again, Douglas has already been in so many big plays already in this game, has given some teammates some room, and that's going to be a call of travel against Tatiana Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson going with that pump fake, drawing some defenders her way, but just wasn't able to pick up the dribble.
It's Keegan Douglas now with the ball, and he's going to pick one player, going to take a long 2, just misses it short. She thought that was going to go in as she was stepping away from that shot, but doesn't go in. Bridget Dixon now gives it around, and Franklin fakes going for a shot and able to get a charging foul, actually. I didn't think that was going to be called a charge. Let's see right here.
Well, it looks like they had they're going to say the feet were set.
Kayla Franklin, number 15, with the foul against her first one for the team. Haddonfield's going to go into the basket unable, so this is going to be a jump ball, and this one is going to be Sterling's no matter what, but Tatiana Johnson said that she already had, by the looks of her face, just said, just let us play.
Haddonfield going with the press, really trying to shake things up.
Number 5, Bridget Dixon with it. McDonald tries to go for the layup, unable to. Keegan Douglas now goes around one defender, goes through the middle of 2, and able to get the points. And
guys going through people in tight spaces and maintaining great body control the entire time. You look at this right here, coming down, a tight space right there, gets in between it, another tight space. Everybody's talked about that little lateral move at the end. It's impossible to get a charge against her with her ability to close that way.
You see right here, Keegan Douglas fakes the pass right there, and she actually gets number 10, Tori Wilsey, right there, able to give her the space that she needs to get that layup.
And you see Douglas, an all-South Jersey player, and just electrifying from the moment she came on the floor. We always talk about Mr. K and I, seeing her as if you look at Coach McDonald, her down at Delsey when she was a freshman, played so. I think she actually played too fast for some of the other girls that were on the floor, and just a spectacular player, one of the best in South Jersey.
Again, she is a senior, and Haddonfield will miss her a lot. As Bridget Dixon tries to go for a 2, unable to get so. Haddonfield now running up the field. And that's number 12, Sarah Smith, the junior.
Well, Smith brings a lot of energy to the floor. You see her on the drive, changing speeds, keeping the defense off bounds.
Keegan Douglas able to get the pass off. What a good job to keep that one in bounds. Haddonfield able to get the foul, and
a behind the back pass on the money. We got to look at it. This is a highlight play right here. Wow.
Wow. On target, too.
And I think she knew where she was going with that, too. I mean,
is there anything that she cannot do?
Well, that's seeing the floor and then some.
That is something you do not see every day, though.
And we're talking a lot about Douglas. Good job by Smith. Boy, coming off the bench, with that drive to the basket, changing speeds. Finishing soft off the glass.
Wall's able to get the last free throw. Is now Bridget Dixon now gonna go around the perimeter, trying to find someone, able to find it, Tatiana Johnson. Tatiana Johnson was in trouble, able to give it back to Dixon, and Dixon also got herself in a little bit of trouble. This Haddonfield defense has already been playing two players on them, and it's really hard to get through it.
Yeah, right now, guys, Sterling's overhandling the ball a little too much on the perimeter. What they need to do is have quicker ball movement, no little passes. That's your best way to get the defense out of position, get the defenders moving, and Sterling right now is really struggling in that area.
Yeah, Sterling had Sterling hasn't made a
Good point right there. Haven't made any points since that Tatiana Johnson free throw, and Haddonfield's been done a real good job right from the word go, and Keegan Douglas will be the one to throw this one in, and her impact already is just phenomenal. Keegan Douglas takes a shot and goes in, and there's nowhere stopping her. You cannot. Sterling has yet to find a way to stop her.
And that's something where you just have to try to deny her the ball, because once she gets the ball in there with just a little bit of space, wow.
Keegan Douglas makes a mistake and gives it to her teammate, Emma Garris, and gets the layup.
And that's a play where most players, they got the ball spinning around, be out of control so easily and fluently. She regains control, makes a nice pass.
Bridget Dixon looked like for a three, but Tatiana Johnson able to get it, unable to make that one go in, and Haddonfield now back with the ball, and Haddonfield now passing it out. And this one's going to be traveling. As Bridget Dixon goes out, and that's number 21, Jasmine Johnson, coming in for Sterling.
And we always say, get the ball, put it right back up. But in that situation, as we looked on the replay, you saw Douglas put the ball on the floor for a reason, to go to an area where she had a little bit more space, then put it right back up.
Franklin tries to go for a shot, but able to get the free throw. And again, these free throws are going to be very important.
Foul number 5.
As Franklin will get her 2 free throws, as that was number 5 on the foul. That was Katie McCormick on their first foul, third foul for.
Good job of Franklin getting a free throw line. And, you know, that's the one thing you're seeing. Every shot that Sterling gets is contested, and that goes a long way, and telling you all you need to know about how well Haddonfield is defended.
And the only points in the quarter so far have come off the free throw.
Yeah, that's right, no field goal. Well, we were told they were the real deal. I think we're here to verify Haddonfield's the real deal.
Again.
Yeah, right now Sterling has to look to get somebody open, whether it be with a screen, with quick passing. Right now, they haven't been able to get a good open shot. They've had very few this first quarter.
Keegan Douglas now able to get another shot off, goes in and out, unable to make that one in. And again, very few shots that she makes really go out or misses. As you see right here, Keegan Douglas. Paul doesn't want to go in that one this time, but again, still a very dangerous player, able to get that shot off. Haddonfield now will.
Yeah, they're going to wait till the last, get a last shot here.
Jasmine Johnson now with it. Going to give it to her teammate, number 10, Tori Wilsey.
And a good job by Johnson coming off the bench. We always say she's one of the ones who comes off the bench and either makes an impact on the offensive end, defensive end, but definitely made it there with that bounce pass on the offensive end.
Good job getting the steal and just getting a nice pass afterwards on that possession.
Keegan Douglas tries to take a three while in coverage. That's going to be a shooting foul against Sterling. Sterling's third foul overall, and I do not yet know who has the foul. It's number 15, Franklin, and number 13, Emily Smart, to take the 2 free throws. Able to make her first one. And
that's a good job focusing in, you know, not being unfazed, you know. Sometimes it's hard to make those free throws.
As she makes her second one. Just 14 seconds remaining, and it's going to be likely maybe Sterling's last shot here as Jasmine Johnson's looking for someone, gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey gives it to Tatiana Johnson's going to take the three, misses it. And that's the end of the first quarter as Haddonfield is winning 19-5, and we'll look back 27 years ago.
She's got that good foul line jump shot. And that was with 3 people in her face. Mills now with 20 points in the ball game. Abby George with 20 points in the ball game, and Kate Schmidt with 22 in the ball game. Now let's see if we can get a listen as to what Bill Ulrich is going to go with.
If you can hit her, hit her. Don't throw away if you're not sure. Let's go.
Well, we caught the tail end of that, but Tammy, where do you go? Kate Schmidt, I guess.
I think you've got to go to Kate. Kate is your marquee player. You go to Kate.
All right. Here we go. 5 seconds left, tied at 52. The inbound, Schmidt's got it. Got it! She got it! To win the ball game, Kate Schmidt. 54-52, the win for Sterling to go 18-0 on the year. What a shot by Kate Schmidt.
We call for that one, Dan. You know, when you've got a player the caliber of Kate Schmidt, you put the ball in your hands, you say, Kate, it's yours, win this game. She did. The fans appreciate it. The coach appreciates it. Kate's got to feel great, especially after a very shaky first half.
And there we see Coach Kate McDonald today. Boy, that was an amazing play, especially since you knew she was getting the ball. Everybody in the gym knew it. They all defended her, but what a great play. And now on here to coach for
And that's being unfazed by pressure. And that's
yeah, sure.
You know,
and we will have something for the Haddonfield coach a little bit later.
It's Keegan Douglas now with this one, and Keegan Douglas goes up for the basket, able to get the 2, and able to get a great shot off.
nice floater there. You know, good job getting enough arc for it to get over defenders.
I'm sorry, Jason. She's a great player, but we made that a little bit easy too. Too easy for her.
Sterling right now. Bridget Dixon able to intercept now. Bridget Dixon's going to have a 1v1 chance. Looking and gets rejected by number 21, Emma Garris, another player that we've been calling all night.
Now Garris is a force in the middle. As you look at Dixon right here, getting ahead of the pack, and Garris is right to her right. And that's one where I felt like Dixon did everything she could, but you had the size advantage. Just a great defensive play by Emma Garris.
Well, that was not just a small size advantage. That was a major size advantage, and she used it to her advantage there, getting the block.
But impressive the way she ran the floor with a smaller player and put herself in position.
Yeah, that's a good job keeping up.
Yeah.
Bridget Dixon able to go for a long two, sinks that one in. Bridget Dixon able to get the first points of the second quarter for her team.
It's a good job by Dixon there. Sterling needed a bucket badly.
Sterling right now able to get the rebound. Jasmine Johnson gives it to Tatiana Johnson. He's going to go up for the two. airs it a little bit too much, but now Keegan Douglas now with it. It's going to head up straight up to the court, give it to her teammate, who fumbles the basketball a little bit, but good job able to see your teammate, and just unfortunate for Haddonfield not to get the basket.
Yeah, that was a good pass. A really good job on the steal. Sort of read where the pass was going, almost as if she knew where it was going.
Coach Dixon now with this. Franklin will take a long three, unable to get there.
Good hustle there by Mackenzie McDonald.
Bridget Dixon now with this. Jasmine Johnson.
And right now, Sterling struggled in the half court, gotten most of their points from free throws, and then Dixon's long two last possession.
And Jasmine Johnson able to go through the middle, get another two for Sterling.
Well, good look by Tatiana Johnson, and a great job of Jasmine Johnson finding that open area.
Jasmine Johnson now able to steal this on a little bit of a breakaway. Two players, and Jasmine Johnson unable to get the basket as Keegan Douglas gives it to her teammate. No pass look as her teammate goes for the long three, unable to get it. Tatiana Johnson has a wide open pass to her sister, unable to get it there. It's Keegan
a little bit out of control now. And Keegan Douglas does a smart thing for Haddonfield, slowing things up. Sterling gaining some life. They scored a couple buckets, and just kind of getting back into what they did to get to this early lead. Good ball movement.
Yeah, good job not keeping it as a transition game. Good job slowing it down, getting in the half court, letting everybody get set.
Dixon's gonna give it to Johnson. Johnson's now looking. Give it to Franklin. Franklin unable to get the pass to Franklin. Douglas now is gonna go up to the basket, uses the backboard a bit, and gets the layup. And timeout has been called, likely for Sterling.
Bit of a bad pass there, and you'll see number 4, Jenna Walls, get the pass there to Keegan Douglas for the easy layup.
Here we see another view of that. You see her get the ball ahead. And that's where I think you want to even go up and don't give her the easy basket. Take a foul right there.
Take a foul, yeah.
Yeah, take a foul. She's been getting easy baskets all night. Might as well try and put some contest on her when you can.
You check us at Sterling TV 19 on Instagram. You see all the highlights and interviews that's up on there. And
there you see Keegan Douglas right there, just showing why she's just an outstanding all-around player. And I'll go back to that. Jacob, you talked about it. Sterling got a couple baskets, was getting some confidence, getting some momentum, and she had the presence of mind in the backcourt to get the steal, go the other way. That's a player making something happen on the defensive side, going in transition and making things happen on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's just being aware of what's going on and wanting to beat your opponent as badly as you can beat them. That's just an attacking mindset that you know they're starting to get a little bit of momentum, and you got to find a way.
Bridget Dixon's going to go for a 2, unable to get there, and thought that it was going to go out. That's Smith with it. That will go out. And mention Keegan Douglas. If you remember earlier on in this quarter, that in the first quarter, she loses control of the ball, does this quick spin move, able to give it to her teammate for a nice easy layup. But great job to be able to take back control of the ball and give it to a teammate, able to give Haddonfield more of a lead. Sterling will pass it all around. Still hasn't found that consistent, easy shot. Is Mackenzie McDonald able to score?
Good pass, good finish, all around good half-court possession. Something Sterling needs right now, being down big.
Their best half-court set of the night, no question about it.
Yeah, I agree there. There was good passing, good ball movement. They found a way to get somebody wide open for a basket. That's the first time that's happened all night for Sterling.
And what I'm going to highlight about what you said, Jacob, was the ball movement. Not a lot of balls on the floor, not a lot of dribbling the ball on the floor, keeping the defense off balance.
Because that's going to be Sterling's ball, and it's still plenty of game left for Sterling right here. You see,
we'll take a look at the passing here on the replay. Look, Tatiana Johnson making the extra pass to Mackenzie McDonald, who had a defender that was too far away to do anything.
Well, Sterling doing a better job defending, but I think more importantly, making things happen on the offensive end.
They've been trying to force things less. They've been, getting more people open and not having to force up shots, which is definitely something that's a positive for them right now.
Tatiana Johnson able to grab it, unable to give it back to a teammate. Keegan Douglas now with it. It looked like it's going to be her able to fake out the player and makes it go in.
Fantastic footwork there by Douglas. Does a little bit of a Euro step and catches Tori Wilsey off guard. Fantastic footwork for the bucket.
Sterling right now still behind. Haddonfield has been behind since the start of the game. Bridget Dixon will try to go for the three. For a minute, it looked like she keeps it in.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the footwork here. Watch the footwork. Fakes in, goes out, puts up a little bit of a floater there. Good footwork, caught the defender, sort of phased the defender a little bit and got the bucket.
And anytime I see Keegan Douglas in the open floor, it's advantage Haddonfield. No question about it.
Tatiana Johnson able to take it away from Smith, but Haddonfield still was able to grab it back. And a little miscommunication between players right there, but Sterling able to get the ball back. And that's where Sterling's got to take the advantage right here. They made a mistake. Now take advantage of it.
Yeah, you got to jump on the mistake.
There's our two coaches, Kate McDonald and I don't know who the other one is, and her husband. It's now Bridget Dixon now with it.
Let's see if Sterling can capitalize on the Haddonfield miscommunication there. Obviously not. Obviously not on that possession.
It's Haddonfield now gonna pass this one around as Smith's gonna go for a nice long three, sinks that one in.
Sterling's defense wasn't able to keep up. The passing was just too fast and too much for the Sterling defense that possession.
McDonald tries to go for a three, bounces in and out, and now Sterling has to quickly now defend again. Smith wide open, is gonna go for a three here, just off, and that's gonna be, I don't know just yet, but you can see right here, talk about Jacob as that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the passing, it's just too fast. The defenders can't keep up. They don't know where the ball is. And that's something that Haddonfield's done not only in the half court, but in transition as well. They've passed the ball around well and gotten somebody open.
Smith goes through the Sterling defense, unable to get the layup, but with that type of passing, it really wears down a defense and a team overall. And
yeah, when you have fast passing like that with skilled players, it's almost unstoppable. And you gotta, have a great defensive team and a great defensive outing. And right now, Sterling just hasn't had a good defensive outing against Haddonfield.
Pelkak able to get the layup there, able to get Sterling some more points. Just a minute left of the second half.
And she's somebody who can really help you. Pelkak down in the low post.
Sterling got to find a way.
Douglas goes for a three, unable to get it in.
Surprised they didn't take more time off the clock there.
Wilsey will be fouled on, and that will be Haddonfield's fourth foul overall for the team. And let's see.
Pelkak throwing it up against Douglas.
Yeah, that's a strong take right there. Even though she's going away from the basket, she figures out how to get enough arc on that shot over Douglas to get it to fall.
Sarah Smith, her first foul tonight, and another player that we've been talking about all night too.
And she can run the floor. And you saw her hit that outside shot. That's really dangerous because she can also drive to the basket go along with it.
I believe that was Bridget Dixon on that.
And that was a great floater by Bridget Dixon, just driving in, having enough arc on that shot. And I've been bringing up that arc a lot, especially with the floaters, and that's because it's just so important.
Here you see the replay right here. She saw the open area right here. That's the key. And I think right now, Sterling's seeing the floor better, whether it's another player away from the ball or an open space, and you just saw this with Dixon, seeing that there, saw that the defense was going away from that space, and she took advantage of it.
Well, and Jenna Walls being the taller defender, and Bridget Dixon just being sort of the point guard for this offense, you got to have a nice floater in your arsenal if you want to attack the basket.
Absolutely.
You can order of your favorite event, just $20 per event, $3 for mailing. Just please include the name of the event, and we'll send it right to you. Again, you have basketball all the way through the 90s. So a lot of events to pick from. And through the decades.
Yep. Got it all cataloged. And Jacob, I'm going to pick up what you said, that with that running, add to what you said with that running one-hander. I think sometimes the defenders think they're going to come to the basket, finish out, they'll back off a little bit. Good job of Dixon sensing that and going with the running one-hander.
Douglas going to go for the two. Jasmine Johnson able to take that away, but Douglas saying that should be a foul.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing I liked about that was that they're getting more physical with Douglas. I feel like they've been backing off her too much. Don't get me wrong, she's a great player, but I think at times she was given too many opportunities.
And you
see her get
see
the
right there, left
three.
Douglas left with there with too much space, able to get the three. Jasmine Johnson going up to the basket, unable to get it. Haddonfield now and tries to send it up, but unable to, as Haddonfield is leading against Sterling 31-15 in this second quarter. We'll be right back for third quarter action.
Hey everyone, this is Chip Ray Tanner from Summerdale Baseball and Softball Organization. I'm here to talk about registration today. I know there's snow out on the ground, but before you know it, it's going to be spring and sunny. So if you get a chance, please go to our website at leaguelineup.com/SBSA, sign your daughters and sons up for softball, baseball, and t-ball. At this time, you do not have to pay registration. You just need to fill out the paperwork. We'll take care of registration at a later time. At the end of this month, we're going to do uniform fittings, so we need to get everybody registered ASAP. Come join us, have fun, and let's have a terrific spring season. Thank you.
To the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
Tech Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the Tech Crew today.
Second half of action featuring a first half that was just an amazing job by one Keegan Douglas. And you see right there Keegan Douglas coming into this game, and boy, what a job running the floor, and not only running the floor, but seeing the floor, seeing what she has in front of her. Always looking to pass or shoot, and just freezes the defender. So tough in the open floor. And look at this, the behind the back pass. I mean, that's seeing the floor and some running one or a one-handed set shot right there, and then going strong to the hoop. And there you see her right there, just making it so difficult to defend. I mean, it's almost impossible to get a charging foul. There you see Douglas right there, also doing a job on the defensive end, just an outstanding team player. And again, you can see why she's one of the best players in South Jersey. She's really shown it in this first half,
Well, in the first half, she basically took over the game for Haddonfield, and, you know, almost every shot she put up went down. And there were very few shots that she missed. She made great passes, as you saw there on the highlight reel. And she did a good job attacking the basket. And Sterling really hasn't found an answer on how to defend her.
And like all great players, makes girls around her better.
Yeah, and I think that's a testament to her passing. You know, you saw the passes there, especially the behind the back was something that you don't see very often. No. That's a great pass by a great player.
And I originally thought she just threw it up. Then we saw it on replay. You could see she knew where her girl was up the floor and knew where she was throwing that. So that's just, again, that's the epitome of seeing the floor in that situation.
And you see right there, just before the Tech Crew gerbil, Tom Brady getting his 7th ring.
Security had to wrestle it away from John. He tried to run away from the table here at halftime and grab it. So our eyes are on you, John. Don't ever try that again.
Apparently the opening bid was $30, so maybe I'll up it with an extra $1, $31 now. It's Tatiana Johnson now. Tries to take the first shot for Sterling in this third quarter, unable to, and now Garrett's going to go for a 3, able to drain that one.
Well, Garris is one who can hurt you down in the low post, and obviously right there can drain the 3.
And that was not an easy shot. She was out there with the defender closing out. That's a good job staying focused. Lasered in on the rim, and that shot fell.
And that's Wilsey's for a three now, and back seeing both teams now shooting out threes.
And that's one thing Strunk did a lot better in the second quarter, is move the ball around and get some open shots. It wasn't as many forced shots, contested shots as you saw in the first quarter, and it led to a few field goals.
As now Blake gets another three, and there's already a timeout.
Well, and we'll look at the passing here. Tatiana Johnson draws a double team, which leaves Tori Wilsey open, answering back with the Haddonfield three, and then, as you saw in the last possession, Haddonfield answered back with the three of their own.
Have a shot of McDonald. And this is Kevin Schulz, Jacob Clark, and I'm John Hall here to bring you this late game at around 6:19 p.m.
Yeah, we finally got on here. A little bit of a delay with the JV game, but things got back on track. There you look at Coach McDonald. Called that timeout. Was not happy about her team losing track of Mackenzie Blake and giving her such a wide open look from three.
She's okay seeing 1-3 go in, but back-to-back threes, that's not okay. Tatiana Johnson tries to go in for a two, and that's going to be Sterling ball, and Garris does not like that call.
Now, nice job by Franklin getting the heads-up play, hitting the ball off of the Haddonfield defender. But prior to that, a good look by Tori Wilsey to Tatiana Johnson.
Here we go, Bridget Dixon now with it. It's going to give it to Wilsey. Wilsey's not going to shoot another three, just shoots over it. And this is going to be a jump ball, and Sterling will have this. Nope, sorry, Haddonfield will have this.
Yeah, you see the shot going a little awry.
Well, that's a tough rebound there from Mackenzie McDonald with three Haddonfield defenders there. Can't really put it out, can't really pass it out, sort of smothered.
Keegan Douglas, had some great passing, had some awesome shots during that first half. Let's see what she could do during the second half and how Sterling is going to try and maybe stop her from scoring. Scaris' shot was blocked right there. Tatiana Johnson is in some trouble right now as McDonald's able to get that away. And now with that forceful pass, Douglas will have it. Is able to pass it to her teammate, Blake, for the layup.
And that's a great job there by Douglas. Could have taken the shot, instead pump fakes, gives it to the wide open Blake. And when you're that wide open, it's very hard to miss.
And job from Haddonfield's defense, able to make them force the passes because of how much time they had left on their side of the court.
Yeah, they were sort of pressing Johnson there, finds McDonald. McDonald didn't really trust herself to bring the ball up and was looking for a teammate. Couldn't find her.
Keegan Douglas is going to go up for it. It's going to get fouled and a shot.
And I believe 3 passes before there was any dribble on the floor. And you see Keegan Douglas, her dribbles are with purpose. The first one put on the floor with the quick first step to the basket.
Well, in that quick first step, draw just enough separation in which the defender had to foul or back off. She was going to make the shot no matter what.
And you mentioned, Jacob, we're saying how great she is, but the unselfishness for that one baseline drive, drew defenders, dished it off to Mackenzie Blake, and she finished. That's an example of you making your whole team better.
I think we got something up with the scoreboard.
Yeah, we couldn't have lost points. or we gained points. They lost points. Okay, let's get a close-up of Mr. Farr. Let's see. Mr. Farr, right here. Okay. Was there a hammer there? I thought I saw him getting frustrated, hammering. Or wait, he had a screwdriver. He was taking something off. And maybe we'll look back at the replay. Okay. Farr, there's some sweat on the head right there. He's feeling the pressure right now.
Sure was. And as we bring you back to a Haddonfield 41-18, and really has not left Haddonfield not releasing any pressure, just keeps on scoring points.
Haddonfield offensively has just had their foot on the gas the entire time, and that foot on the gas has stayed through on defense.
And that's what Haddonfield's got to continue doing. You see teams let off the gas a little bit, and their opponent lets them come back, and next thing you know, you're tied.
You can't give your opponent any life. It's just let them come back to life, and once they're back to life, you never know what they're going to do. Sterling also maybe a few self-inflicted wounds with putting up 4 shots, a few turnovers that could have been corrected.
Garris tries to gets a person open, but able to get the basket in for the layup. Garris, another player that we've been talking all night.
Ball movement and players move in open spots, and you saw what Emma Garris was able to do there and finishing things off here. The movement, not only finding an open spot, but going there with momentum, putting it right back up.
And that's what you said, Schulz, that what this Haddonfield team's been doing, the key plays of Haddonfield right now has been the passing and able to get these players open for the threes and the layups.
There's Mr. K.
Sea Dog.
Or Seal Dog.
Seal Dog, right, yeah.
Maybe there are sea dogs. Good group on hand here. Happy, even though it's a tough night. Longtime Coach Kenny right there, who passed away last year. Terrific guy, terrific contributor to the Sterling program. And I believe, Mr. K, the cutouts are still currently for sale. Okay. There's CJ, Mr. Jones' son, with his Eagles shirt on.
Eagles able to get the 6th round pick.
6th overall. Sixth overall pick.
Yeah, 6th. What did I say, 6th?
But we do have a 6th round pick too, so John wasn't entirely wrong.
But at least we have a 1st round pick, unlike the Rams. As Tatiana Johnson able to get the foul and the 2 points.
Good pass by Jasmine Johnson, and give credit to Tatiana Johnson for just keeping it up, continuing to go in the basket against some very tough defenders down in the low post, but really never giving up. And great job finishing right there.
Well, and even being down by a lot, attacking the basket, and even though she misses the free throw, those free throw opportunities are going to help you get back into this game if you're Sterling.
It's all about always, regardless of the score, regardless of what's happening, trying to make a play.
Franklin able to tip that one off and away.
And I think Sterling's mindset right now should be, let's win every possession, because if we can win every possession, we can claw our way back into this game.
Yeah, and that's about the 3rd time we saw Franklin make a nice defensive play. She's somebody who was out for a little bit, still kind of getting her legs under her. And you saw the foul right there. I think that's what they have to do. They can't allow Douglas to just go unscathed. Hey, be physical, put a body on her. If you get a foul, you get a foul, but don't play off. She's good enough on her own, let alone playing off her and not attacking her on defense.
Yeah, and even though that's a blocking foul, that was a double dribble there by Haddonfield. But even though Jasmine Johnson picked up the blocking foul, I think that's a good way. Even though it's a foul, you got to find a way to stick with her. She's been open so many times tonight.
Yep.
Jasmine Johnson's going to try to find Tatiana Johnson, able to do that. Douglas now with it. He's going to fake out Jasmine Johnson and get the layup.
Look at the ball handling. There's not much you can do there. It's just a quick crossover in transition. She's going full speed and still manages to get that crossover off. I would not want to be the Sterling defenders right now.
She's so good at adjusting to what's in front of her.
Like it does, Jasmine Johnson's going to go for a deep three, unable to. Franklin now with it, able to get the layup. And she can't be single covered. She can able to go around. She can go through double coverage. It's really hard to defend Keegan Douglas or a player just like her.
Yeah, and I agree with what you guys said. Forget about the score right now if you're Sterling. Try and win each trip down the floor, whether it's on the offensive or defensive end of the court. Get better within the game, because when you play a team like this, they can ultimately make you better.
Sarah Smith now with a three. Again, a tough three, a player right in front of her. It's also a very deep three.
Yeah, that was no easy shot there with the defender closing out, being a little bit behind the three-point line. Good job staying focused.
Tatiana Johnson now with it. He's going to pass this one to Jasmine Johnson. Johnson's going to take this one. Hits off the rim. Franklin able to get the foul and the shot.
Well, I talked about how I was impressed with what Franklin had done on the defensive end. A great job, and you'll watch this, and we see this on the replay. Outstanding job. Well, outstanding job using her body, and just a big-time offensive play down in the low post by Kayla Franklin.
Well, and that's a one possession right there. Sterling won that possession. They just got to find how many possessions can we win in the second half.
Kayla Franklin unable to make that shot, but it's going to be a jump ball, and it's Sterling's. Sterling right now having a little bit of bounce of life in them. Still a big mountain to climb, but if anything, you can still think that Sterling can do it. Tatiana Johnson's going to go up for the two, able to get that rebound. And timeout from Haddonfield. Haddonfield senses that Sterling was coming back to life.
Sterling's going right at him down on the low post.
60-second timeout.
And you look at Keegan Douglas right here. Look at this play, the move. Like I said, impossible to get a charging foul of her, and that's her ability to adjust with what's in front of her and the defender that's in front of her.
You almost can't stop that. Look, if you're Jasmine Johnson, you're backpedaling, and now I have to try and switch my momentum to go towards the other side with all of my speed going backwards. That's not an easy play to make, if you can make it at all.
Yep. Do you want to put up? Okay.
You'll look here, Tatiana Johnson backing down the defender, getting the two. And this Sterling team is a younger team, and I think that this is a good experience for them. They're playing a very good Haddonfield team right now. They made some mistakes, both offensively and defensively, and I think it's just a good learning experience.
But perfect example of what I was saying, Garris gets the ball down the middle. In the first quarter, we would have let her go. We would have played off her. They went at her. You send her to the foul line. Hey, Sterling right now is playing tougher on the defensive end, playing with a lot more confidence, going to the basket on the offensive end. They're playing completely differently in this third quarter than they did in that first quarter. Jacob, you alluded to the fact that there are no field goals throughout that whole first quarter. And this is, even though, like I said, you forget the scoreboard, you're seeing a lot of improvement from a very young team that can help them down the road.
Well, and it's all about developing yourself, developing the younger players, having the seniors step in, being being leaders, and hopefully in a few years, you're better than how you started.
Jasmine Johnson's going to go for a deep three, able to sink that one in. And shots like that's going to make a big effect into this game. And Sterling still has some life in this game. I have faith in them that they're showing that they can do this. Just get a couple more stops, and you're going to see Haddonfield really backpedaling.
Good job here. You see the coverage away from the ball right there.
Douglas able to give it to her teammate Garris. Garris is also fouled for the shot.
That's a good defensive possession right there by Sterling. as we'll take a look at it, watch the pick and roll here. Watch Mackenzie McDonald come over. She comes over, recognizes that Emma Garris is going for the lane, and instead of just letting her have the easy basket, now look, you see she misses the first free throw, and that's something that you got to do. Free throws are not a gimme. They're not a gimme.
Garris able to make the second free throw. It's 20 seconds remaining left. Sterling's got to make a quick pass. Jasmine Johnson gives it back to Tatiana Johnson. Traveling here, and with 11 seconds, Haddonfield has a big advantage here to make this gap even larger. But like you said, Sterling's a young team, able to learn from this experience is really big for them, and they have been improving during this game that we have seen. They have been earning those points really well.
Especially with the big deficit right here, you just got to take it as one possession at a time.
Smith's going to try to take the last shot, unable to, as that's the end of third quarter, 51-29. Sterling's behind.
Well, we took a look back at Coach.
Oh, wait.
We're still.
There's a foul, a last-minute foul.
Okay.
So it's going to be the rare three-point foul. She's able to make the first one. Two more. This is her second one. One more now.
Well, we took a look back at our Sterling coach, Kate McDonald. Now what we're going to do is take a look back at Coach Jackie Donovan Mulligan a few years back.
5 seconds, it's over. 5 tenths of a second that was, and we have a champion of champions in the Sterling Lady Knights. They were the Group 2 champions for the past 2 years, and this year they can add an asterisk to their state championship as they went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. They've never won it before. In fact, South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string saying South Jersey is well represented now in this Tournament of Champions.
It's been an unbelievable feeling, an absolutely incredible feeling right now, but honestly, you might call me the head coach and I'm the one that's standing up there, but really it's Bill Ulrich is the head coach of this team, and he's gotten them to this point and he deserves to be here right now.
Well, you know, after all these years, it was just a dream come true for us, and although Jackie was in control and charge, I thought with my experience, I could offer some positive suggestions. Coach
Jackie Donovan Mulligan, who took over for Bill Ulrich mid-season because he had heart surgery, and sent Sterling to the pinnacle, winning this Tournament of Champions.
What happened after that game?
Yeah, and one thing people don't realize, you have a state champion in each group. With the Tournament of Champions, you're the overall champion. So the top team with all the groups, beating all the private schools, the Group 4 schools, Group 3 schools. So that's quite an accomplishment. And we will talk to Coach Jackie Donovan Mulligan and Keegan Douglas after this game.
Haddonfield now will start this one away.
Well, and you can hear Sterling Spetch and Coach McDonald, they don't want Sterling to just fold and give up here. They want Sterling to still stay aggressive throughout this fourth quarter.
Keegan Douglas able to get a pass back. Garris now looking for a three, high three, misses that one.
Nice job of Jasmine Johnson defending Keegan Douglas there. First on the drive, then she denied her the pass to the middle.
Well, and that was good team defense there.
Tatiana Johnson able to get the basket and the free throw here.
We'll take a look at the drive. being physical, using the pivot foot to get closer to the basket, getting the contact, having the bucket go down.
Tatiana Johnson's going to make her free throw. Yes, she does.
And that's how you want your senior leader to play, especially with the team that's got a mix of veterans and some younger players. Really showing a good example, Tatiana Johnson, with the way she's been attacking the basket in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, especially you want to attack the basket, take smart shots, be an example for the juniors, the sophomores, and the freshmen.
And you see Garris going in right here. This is what we talked about, getting physical right here, as you see Kenzie McDonald and Kayla Franklin not giving Garris an easy basket. And guys, we talked about a lot in that first half. We felt like Sterling was playing off of, maybe a little bit intimidated of the aura of Haddonfield and not playing them as tough, but you're seeing a little more toughness to Sterling in defending.
That's Kayla Franklin's fourth foul. One more foul for her. She'll be out of the game. That's the seventh foul for Sterling overall.
Well, Schultz, you've also been talking about, getting physical. If they foul, they foul. But at some point, you got to understand that as a team, can't get up in the team fouls, can't get up in your personal fouls. You got to know when to foul, when not to foul. And that's something that I think this team has to learn as well.
Yeah, and I think when you get into that situation, they'll gauge that. But just seeing them play more aggressive right now, I think is got to make coaches feel a little bit better.
Douglas looking to go through the basketball, gives it to her teammate Blake, unable to get the shot off and make it in. Jasmine Johnson now with it.
And Jasmine Johnson, guys, she's somebody who's come off the bench and really energized this team with some plays on offense, the way she defends, and just her overall energy.
And we'll take a look here. Dixon passes to Franklin, and you can see that's not all ball there. That's a foul. Good call by the ref.
Also, number 4 for Haddonfield, Jenna Wall's also on her fourth foul. Fourth foul for the team. This Jenna Wall will come out for the game, and likely for the rest, as her team has the lead by a fair amount.
I think if you're Sterling here too, especially because you are a young team and you've struggled in the half court, you want to look to maybe slow it down a little bit, work your half court sets, because especially against a good Haddonfield team, if you can find a way to maybe get a basket on 3 to 5 possessions, that's something you can take away from this fourth quarter and this game.
Sarah Smith's going to go in for it. Gets a jump ball.
Wow. Good call. I mean, it looked like all ball. You see how they came right here and was behind her. Really, you don't see the bodies hitting or anything.
Bodies aren't hitting there, and Tatiana Johnson gets both hands on that ball. I think that's what the ref was looking at there.
Right. Good point.
Bridget Jacobson looking for someone. Jasmine Johnson now. Pelkak. Tatiana Johnson able to give it just back to Pelkak, and a little bit of an aggressive defense from Haddonfield, and worked for them to be able to stop Sterling there. Got a little sloppy for Sterling right there.
Yeah, and that's because defensively, Haddonfield is not going away. With less than 5 minutes to go in this game, Haddonfield still has not taken their foot off the gas pedal defensively, maybe slowing it down a bit offensively, but still finding a way to get baskets.
Yeah, they're the real deal. I mean, we're talking a lot about Douglas, but boy, they all defend well. They all see the floor. And if you somehow you're able to stop Douglas, you've got multiple girls that can hit threes and also score in other ways and drive into the basket. Just a dynamic team.
Well, obviously Douglas is the name that we've been calling the most, but we've been hearing Mackenzie Blake's name, Emma Garris's name, Sarah Smith's name. We've been hearing their names all night. You see, that was sort of a miscue there by Sterling, and that's, again, back to the half-court set. They've been struggling with that a lot tonight.
This does look like the last time Douglas will play against Sterling, unless they magically do playoffs, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
I think they were talking about some type of just South Jersey, maybe like a conference tournament is in the works. I'm not 100% sure if they've decided on that.
Jasmine Johnson now is going to go in for the 2 there, gets the foul, so she'll be able to get 2 free throws as that's Haddonfield's 5th foul.
You watch Franklin with the pass. Johnson drives in and is not afraid of the contact there at all, and I think that that's a good mindset to have, especially being a junior on this young team. Next year, going to be a senior, going to be a leader. It's a good job, you know, just not being afraid to attack the rim.
Yeah, and I think in the offensive end, you see her be aggressive, Jasmine Johnson. But when she came in that game, that was when we lacked physicality from a defensive standpoint. She started playing physical, and the whole team kind of followed suit.
See right there, Bridget Dixon unable to get the pass, and you see right here the contact. Tries to go for the ball. Good sportsmanship, picks her up though.
Yeah, she turns it over, but that's a good job. They're running. It's a 2-on-1. She can't get to the basket in time to make the stop for a stop at the basket, so she's just got to take the reach.
Good call. I mean, like I said, we're not giving up the uncontested baskets, and we're putting them more to the free throw line. Make them work for baskets.
Well, and I think that we're, you know, it's not only good for us, but maybe we're trying to send a little bit of a message to the Haddonfield team that says, hey, just because we're down in this game doesn't mean we're going to go away next year. The next time we see you, we're still going to try and be physical and not let you have those easy baskets that you've had before.
And again, I'm looking through this Haddonfield team for next year. You got Keegan Douglas, not going to be on the team for next year. You got Emma Garris, also another big influential player, not able to make it. I believe it's Keegan Douglas makes another 3. Let's see. You got Mackenzie Blake, another player that won't be here next year. A lot of these seniors right now for Haddonfield won't be here, and it's going to be a totally different team for Haddonfield. Of course, you're going to still have Sarah Smith, a junior.
Watch this play here, John. You see right here, see that little window of opportunity right in there, and man, she just takes it to another gear and just blows right past everybody. Here's another look behind the basket. Great work by our camera people here as you look at Douglas, finishing with the left hand.
Well, John, and back to what you were saying that the names that we've been calling tonight are all seniors. Well, I think that Haddonfield does a great job of just next player up. You're on the team, you're on the varsity team. Just because all our seniors are gone doesn't mean that we're not going to be competitive. We have the leadership that they left us with. Now it's your time to shine, whether that be you're a senior, you're a junior. But they have a great program of finding players that, they're constantly good all the time, and I think that that's a testament to the coaching staff, the players that are leaving sort of a legacy.
Keegan Douglas leaving a very big legacy for Haddonfield on girls basketball in general. Just really a great player to watch. No matter if you're a Sterling fan, she's just a great player to watch in general. You just saw that last play, the behind the back pass.
Well, she's done it all tonight with the behind the back pass to the crossover and transition to, being unselfish and passing to the open teammates to finding small windows of opportunity and attacking the rim. She's just, sort of been unstoppable tonight.
And we will talk to her and Coach Jackie Donovan-Mulligan after the game. And guys, the thing I keep thinking, obviously, if there were a Group 2 playoff, the big roadblock is always Manchester Township, one of the top teams in the state. It's kind of a bummer that Haddonfield's not going to get a chance to take this team on, because I feel like, obviously Manchester would be a favorite, but I feel like Haddonfield, if any team coming from the South could have a shot, it would be this Haddonfield team, and it's a shame they're not going to get the chance.
Yeah, and you
There
look
is
at that
no
there.
Group 2 playoffs, yes.
Yeah, but you look at that play there. That was a nice ball handling there by Bridget Dixon. Good job going behind the back with it.
And you can go to Sterling YouTube and obviously see a lot of the live stuff that we're showing right now. If you miss it, you can always go back, see it at any time at your leisure. That's YouTube. Go to the Sterling website and you'll be able to navigate from there and get to our YouTube channel. A lot of great stuff on there from Mr. K and our entire tech crew. Boy, what an outstanding job everybody's been doing with the replays, the camera shots, just an outstanding job from TV19, and we're glad to give this to the fans and let them see their kids play, which they wouldn't otherwise be able to do without the fine work from our tech crew.
And like you said, that we're not going to have the full-out playoffs, and of course Manchester Township, a big team that usually wins this every single year. Haddonfield would be a close team to really match them.
Sure.
You got, again, Keegan Douglas, just a really great player, and we've been there once last year, and they've just totally we didn't really have a chance against them. But this Haddonfield team could had a shot if we had playoffs.
Yep. I agree.
Well, they're a very good all-around team, and we'll take a look at the replay here. Raina Pelkak drawing the foul there.
This is going to be the 3-point. No, this is just going to be a 2-point throw. Able to get the bounce. Pelkak makes the first shot.
Well, and back to what you were saying, is if they would have a chance in the Group 2 tournament, I think that they're just a great all-around team. They have a great player in Keegan Douglas, and a good supporting cast, honestly, with Smith, Blake, and Garris. They've got a good supporting cast. Walls. They're all good players that are seniors, so they have the experience too. I think that they're a good team.
This is going to be likely the last play for this game. Haddonfield is going to lose possession, of course, and it's going to go straight to Sterling. No, it's going to keep it with Haddonfield, I should say. Haddonfield with it now, still just going to pass it around. I don't think they're going to really shoot.
Well, and if you're Sterling, there were some positives to take away from this game.
As I said that.
Carolyn Douglas, the freshman, make the shot there. But there are some positives from this game if you're Sterling. You know, your defensive mindset sort of changed throughout the second and third quarter.
And that's going to do it right now for the fourth quarter. It's 60-35. We're going to have a quick little break, and we're going to have an interview with the head coach of Haddonfield and Keegan Douglas. We'll be right back with that interview in a short break.
that pass. Did you see where it was going? Did you see her? Did you see her where she was?
I saw someone running up the court, so I just did everything I could to get it up. I just did it. I wasn't even thinking, really.
Just an incredible play.
Thank you.
Boy, we've seen you play since you've been a freshman. Do you feel like you're seeing the floor and you're working with your teammates as well as you have your entire career? Because it sure looks like it.
Yeah, throughout the years, my confidence has just increased. So just playing with everyone for 4 years now, like our chemistry is just at an all-time high. And it's just every time we come here, it's always a good game. And I just love playing with my teammates here. It's always except for this year, it's always a good atmosphere with the fans and stuff. So, yeah, throughout the years, we've all been playing with each other for so long. So our chemistry is at like an all-time high, like I said.
Do you feel like your team? I mean, it just shows the type of player you are, type of person. You talk about your team. Do you feel like they're playing with a lot of confidence right now?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, throughout the years, our confidence has just gone up, and yeah, we just love playing with each other so much, and it shows on the court.
I'm going to pull out a little thing. I mean, my goodness, you did an incredible job, and you had a lot of highlights. The thing that impressed me, and I'll go back to just being a team player, doing all the right things. Strong started scoring a little bit, came within 11, and they were playing, they had a little bit of half-court rhythm, were moving the ball around. You came up with a steal, went the other way, and just like that, you took the momentum right back. Is that something you're cognizant of and you feel like you have to do as a team player, as a leader?
Yeah, definitely. I think as a team, our speed puts us ahead of a lot of teams because we have a lot of multi-sport athletes. And my game's pretty fast, so I like getting up the court and getting an easy layup instead of just setting it up half court. So I think it definitely is one of our advantages as a team, just to get in transition and get an easy layup.
And you talked about how your game is fast. That's one thing that stuck out to us when we saw you as a freshman. Almost there were times where I felt like the team had to get used to playing as fast as you're playing. But it looks like, and you talk about playing together for a long period of time, these girls on this team are used to playing at that speed now. Talk about what that does for your game, what that does for you guys as a team.
Like I said, everyone here is so athletic. They're able to get up the court with me, and that definitely it makes my game easier just to find them, and it's one of our advantages, like I said. So just being able to get up the court, I just love doing that, and getting easy layups.
And obviously having a great year. Tell us about your future plans.
I'm playing at Loyola Maryland next year. I'm really excited. It's definitely sad to leave here, though, because I've just been playing my whole life here at Haddonfield. So it's definitely going to be a big transition, but I'm so excited.
I'm sure they're excited to have you, and it's going to be exciting just to look you up and keep up with your progress. You're going to do a great job. Keegan, thanks for coming on with us.
So much.
And best of luck the rest of the way. Okay. Coach McDonald, sorry, we were going back and forth. Coach Mulligan, boy, what a treat it has to be to coach a player like that and see her develop. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really lucky. She's just a great kid. She's always thinking about her teammates, getting her teammates involved. So like sometimes I'll have to call her over and tell her to look for her shot, but I think that's her biggest area of growth this year has been that she's able to see, like you said, they cut it to 12, that we need her to really step up. So she's great because she keeps everybody, involved. If they're running the court, she's going to get them the ball. But, I just feel really, really lucky to have the opportunity to coach her. Such a good kid.
And it's funny, we've talked to you before, and that was one thing that stuck in my head. You said sometimes she's a little too unselfish, but, boy, you can see where looks like she's got that balance going right now. And that's got to, as a coach, make you feel good about how that affects the entire team.
Yeah, I think, definitely that balance. But I think the other thing that I've noticed more this year is, sometimes she would get frustrated. She's used to playing at such a high level. And if other kids would make mistakes, not that she was frustrated at them, but this year she's going over and she's the first one telling, get your head up. You got it. Don't let it go. Don't worry about it. So she is really the motivator on the court, the one that lifts everybody up. not even scoring-wise, but just getting their attitude in the right place, let the play go, let's move on to the next one. So she's really doing a lot for us, making sure everybody's head's in the game the right way.
And talk about your team. We talked to some people who saw your team play this year early on, haven't played many games, but they said Haddonfield's the real deal. Talk about how your team's playing and how you guys defend. I know that's something that any coach would love to see.
I mean, Sterling, I think, did a great job today. They gave us some matchup problems at times today. I think that's something that, I take a lot of pride in is our defense over the course of the years. We had a goal today. We didn't make it defensively, so we usually have more of a defensive goal, team-oriented. So I think that's something, we're still trying to work on. I have a lot of good athletes, but I have kids that, like Sarah Smith played for me last year, started for me, was one of the top scorers in the conference, and this year, because of seniors and trying to give them an opportunity, she's coming in off the bench. So we've had 11 days of practice, and then a snowstorm, and then games were canceled. So it's been choppy. So like some days the flow's there, and then some days it's not. Some parts of the game the flow's there, and we look really good. And then like 2 plays later, I'm like, oh my God, are we going to touch the ball and box out this week? So I think it's just like everything else. Just keep looking on to the next play, keep having fun. And I think if they do those two things, with a kid like Keegan on your team, it makes you really look good at times when you're not good. We have Emma Garris, who is, going to Division II, Florida Southern. She's a strong player for us. Emily Smart came out today, another great athlete. Came out, knocked down a couple shots early on. I think scored maybe like the first 5 points of the game for us. I said Sarah Smith coming off the bench. Mackenzie Blake played for me 2 years ago, is coming back from an ACL. Jenna Walls is another great. She's gone Division I athlete for us defensively, and she's kind of the leader on defense for us. Our thing is we got to play aggressive without fouling. Jenna got a couple early fouls, so I think that limits what we're able to do pressure-wise. And then I have Katie McCormick is another senior that has come back this year that got some really valuable minutes coming in off the bench. So, I think we have a lot of really good pieces. I keep telling them stay positive and keep looking on for the next play, because you never know when that might be your last play.
You don't know. As is the whole COVID thing, but it's great to be out here. Coach, one thing that we'd be remiss if we didn't ask you is that how does it feel? Obviously, there's got to be memories when you come back in the gym. Talk about your experience as a player playing here for Sterling. The bus driver asked me today, how does it feel going back? And, I didn't have the opportunity to play in this gym when I coached here. I did coach in this gym, and there are a lot of memories, but, Sean, the trainer, took us into the other gym today, and that did, the smell of that gym is just, I remember the smell, my teammates, the victories in there. Jess Kopsky breaking my record in there was, really, really special memories. And, it's I think the great thing about basketball is, Kate and I are battling, and we want to beat each other, and we'll battle to the end. But, she'll text me tonight, great job, give a shout out to Keegan. And I think the friendships you have, Sean gave me a hug despite COVID. So, I think seeing you guys when I come back, it really is like coming back home. So very blessed in my life to have 2 great places in Sterling and Haddonfield to be part of. Well, it's great to have you back in the gym, Coach. And boy, we were impressed by your team. And we wish you the best of luck. In a crazy, wacky season, we wish you the best of luck.
And we appreciate all you do for girls sports. I love turning on the TV and seeing you guys on a game. Really do a great job with your knowledge of the game and promoting the girls. So we have
a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, we definitely
you can tell, definitely tell. So thanks a lot.
Coach, thanks a lot. Best of luck. Okay. And, wow, we want to go back to John Hallwood, courtside, and Jacob, courtside.
And again, that game ended of course, Haddonfield winning, a big advantage here. Again, our next game is Thursday, January 28th, girls basketball. 5:30 is the varsity game, 4 p.m. for Sterling JV game. Of course, Sterling will be taking on Collingswood, as it will be live on Channel 19 and YouTube, youtube.com Sterling TV 19. As I want to like to thank Mr. Schulz, Jacob Clark, the entire tech crew, Mr. K. I'm John Hallwood, and good night.